Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, happy to see you here. Today I've got something exciting for you. We are dividing into a cool algebra problem that's going to make you see math in a whole new way. Stick around as I break it down step by step, and trust me, you'll be amazed at how simple it can get. If you love a good challenge or just want to sharpen your skills, this one's for you. So grab a pen, hit that play button, and let's solve it together. Oh, and don't forget to drop a comment below, tell me what you think, or share your own way of tackling it. Let's get started. So here's in the middle of the screen we have our question. So here you can see it. We have 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 times 0. Seems pretty basic, seems pretty easy. However, many people are going to get this problem incorrect. So if you could do this without a calculator, write your solution, write your full solution down into the comment section, so step-by-step explanation, and in a few minutes we will check our answer. So it will be really interesting. So a lot of students, maybe more than 50% of students solve this question like that. They say, okay, right here we have 2 plus 2 plus 2. So as a result, we add in all of this stuff. We have 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 equal to 8, yeah? And we still have this multiplication on the right side. So we divide this whole sum by, we multiply this whole sum on the left side by this 0. So we have 8 times 0 equal to 0. And a lot of students might be saying, okay, we have this option, this is our option A, and a lot of students say that this is a correct answer. And I'm going to say a few words about it because, okay, this is your solution, you can solve this question like that, but what about the correct answer? Is it correct or incorrect? Because just agree with me, we solve this question randomly, we solve this question like wherever we want, we just add it first, then we multiply, we just add all this stuff on the left side, then we multiply it on the right side, which is like quite random, yeah, we just solve this question absolutely chaotically. And in terms of math, it's really great to know about order of operation, okay, and then we can easily say, okay, according to the order of operation we solve this question absolutely correct. But what I mean order of operation, I mean if you're talking about math operations, I'm talking about like addition, subtraction, division, multiplication, maybe parentheses sometimes, maybe powers, maybe inner parentheses. And in terms of math, we need to know how can we order this stuff, because we can't solve this question, for example, from left to right. Whenever we have a mixture of these all mathematical operators, we can't solve this question from left to right. We need to know what is the correct order to perform this mathematical operator. For example, we can say, okay, parentheses first, then we go with division, third with multiplication, so something like that. Yeah, we need to know what is the correct order to perform this mathematical operator, and then we can easily apply this order of operation to our question. So in the beginning we said that correct answer is 0. Let's see what will happen when we learn a little bit about order of operation. Let's see what will happen. So here's our next part. We have it. I'm talking about order of operation, okay? And I use PEMDAS order of operation, but this is up to you. For example, you can easily use this thing which is called BODMAS order of operation, because but to be honest, this is absolutely the same thing, absolutely the same stuff, because order of operation for brackets, orders, division, multiplication, addition, subtraction is absolutely the same for both cases, okay? So this is absolutely the same stuff. To be honest, it's just depending on what country you're in. So we are talking about the same stuff, because BODMAS mainly used in India and UK, PEMDAS mainly in Europe, in USA, yeah, and something like that. But to be honest, the main concept is absolutely the same. So right now I'm going to talk about this PEMDAS. This is like a classic order of operation. People use this order of operation all over the world, or like different variation, but the main concept is absolutely the same. So we're talking about basic PEMDAS. And what does it mean PEMDAS? A lot of students try to learn these letters, but to be honest, you can't learn it because we're talking about this is like a checklist, yeah? So letter P stands for parentheses, something like that. Sometimes this squiggly brackets, sometimes this type of brackets, sometimes fraction bar is also like a group and symbol. So we're talking about group and symbol. Parenthesis is our group and symbol, sometimes inner parenthesis right here, but I'm not talking about that. Right now we are talking about only parentheses. So letter P stands for parentheses. After parentheses we go to the next step. The next step is exponents, and we are talking about powers, yeah? When we have, for example, like 2 to the power 5 or 100 to the power 3, something like that. So we're talking about basic stuff. We're talking about these powers, yeah? And after this exponent, after simplifying all the expression with our exponents, we go to the next part. The next part is multiplication, and a lot of students, because M stands for multiplication and D stands for division, right? And to be honest, this is absolutely the same thing, multiplication and division, because we're talking about the same priority. And a correct way to express it is to write right here parentheses, okay, something like that, or this type of brackets, or this. So this is one common group. So we're talking about multiplication division, which is one common group. So whenever we have a mixture of multiplication and division, we need to perform it in a strict order from left to right. So for example, we have 2 times 3 divided by 5, something like that. Well, the first sign from left to right is this multiplication, so we need to multiply it first. But when we have a different expression, so for example, like let's write something like that, like 3 times 5 divided by, not like divide, we are talking about division, yeah, multiplication, yeah. So 3 divided by 5 times 2, we are talking about division first, okay, because this comes first from left to right. It was like a quick introduction about this M and D group. And the last step is addition. A stands for addition, S stands for subtraction. To be honest, a lot of students don't need order of operation at this point, because we are talking about basic stuff. We can easily forget about these parentheses, exponent, multiplication, division, because we have only addition, subtraction, which is like also really great to solve it without any order of operation. So I explained real quick about this order of operation, and right now let's apply, because right now we can easily say, okay, this order of operation is extremely important. Right now we can easily say that people mainly use this PEMDAS or BODMAS, or doesn't matter. Yeah, we're talking about right now. Let's apply this order of operation to our question. So here's our question, and right now we have all of these elements in our question. Let me just erase all of this stuff, and in terms of priority, let's go from the top, from the left to right. So the first step, let's scan where do we have parentheses, because parentheses has the highest priorities. It means that we should evaluate the expression inside parentheses at first, but let's scan. So here's our first step, parentheses. Let's find where do we have parentheses. To be honest, we don't have parentheses in our question, so we just skip this part, okay? We don't have parentheses at all, not inner parentheses, not innermost parentheses. We don't have parentheses at all. So right now let's go back to our next step. The next step is exponent. Let's scan. Maybe we have right here 2 cube, 2 to the 5th power. To be honest, we don't have it. So basically, we can easily skip this part as well. Okay, let's go to the next step. The next step is multiplication and division group. I recommend you to use to apply it in terms of like group. Okay, so let's scan where do we have multiplication and division sign. Let's do this right now. So multiplication, division sign, here addition, we're not interested in that. Addition, yeah, right here we have multiplication. But in terms of math, when we have a sign, we apply it to both numbers. So for example, we have letter A times B. So we apply this multiplication to number on the left side and to number on the right side. We can't apply this multiplication to the whole expression on the left side. We can't multiply it by the whole expression on the right side. So what I mean right now, for example, we have 2 plus 2 and we have 2 plus 2 on the right side. So it doesn't mean that we multiply 2 plus 2 by 2 plus 2. It means absolutely different thing. It means that we multiply numbers from left side, the first number from left side and the first number from right side. And what I mean right now, we are talking about multiplying 2 times 0 at first, okay? We're not talking about multiplication of the whole product on the left side by 0. It is extremely important part. So right now, when you find these steps, so we have right here multiplication, so I can easily change my pen by green. We have it. Yeah, we don't have division. Okay, let's skip this part. We don't have it, but we have multiplication part. So whenever we have multiplication part, so as you can see, according to this order, we have this multiplication part. So just keep in your head that we need to evaluate this expression at first. So just keep in mind that right here we have looks like imaginary brackets, so I hope you understand it. So for example, we have right here imaginary bracket, so keep this imaginary bracket in your head. Okay, so 2 times 0 is our first step. Our first step is to multiply this 2 times 0. Let's do this right now. So we have 2, the same beginning, 2 plus 2 plus 2 and plus 2 times 0 equal to 0. And this is extremely important moment. So after this step we have it. Okay, so this is our step that we really need to solve. We have multiplication and we solve it. Right now let's go back to the next step. The next step is addition, subtraction. Basically we have all the time addition, so this is our case. We have addition and we don't have subtraction. All right, so among these steps right here, we don't have parentheses, we don't have exponents, we have multiplication and we have addition. But here is the key moment. But right now let's solve it real quick, and then I will explain you a few really interesting hints. So 2 plus 2 plus 2 equal to equal to 6. Okay, and a few really important hints. First of all, whenever we have a mixture of addition, division, multiplication, subtraction, so whenever we have a mixture, it's not like that we have only addition, multiplication, which is not like that hard, but whenever we have a mixture of parentheses, exponent, multiplication, division, just scan it in terms of priority, because whenever we have a parenthesis at first, well, parenthesis has the highest priority, so our first step will be parentheses. And if we don't have parentheses, you just need to scan exponents. Okay, when we don't have exponents, we need to go to the next step, multiplication and division. But to be honest, a lot of, like in 90% of cases, we have all the time addition, multiplication. So when we have only addition, division, multiplication and subtraction. So in 90% of cases we have this mixture, addition, division, multiplication, subtraction. And here is like the main advice, because you can easily see it right here. Multiplication, division have the higher priority than addition, subtraction. So whenever you have a mixture of addition, division, multiplication, subtraction, you need to do at first, you need to do division first and multiplication in a strict order from left to right. And then after that, you need to do addition and subtraction. So what I mean right now, here's like a quick explanation about it. So just keep in mind that 6 is a correct answer, and let's go to our question in the beginning, because in the beginning we said that correct answer is 0, okay? And it's not work like that, as I told before. We are talking about the next step. Whenever we have a mixture, so for example we have 2, let me change my pen real quick. So whenever we have, for example, 2 times 3 plus 4 divided by 5 minus 6 times 7 divided by 4. Okay, so whenever we have a mixture of multiplication and division, we need to scan it first. Okay, we don't have parentheses, we don't have exponent, everything is great. But the next step is multiplication and division groups. So right now we need to underline where do we have multiplication and division. So right here we have multiplication, right here we have division, we need it, right here we have multiplication and division. So the first step is to put like imaginary brackets in your head. So you need to put imaginary brackets right here. So you need to multiply it first. But I need to change my pen real quick, so let's go with the red, okay? So we need to put right here imaginary brackets. We need to do this at first, this at second, and this one at third. And the last step, we can easily add this result, for example, 6. We need to add to this 6. We need to 4 divided by 5. So I don't want to divide it, for example, this is our something like x, and minus this is our y. And then we can easily, in conclusion, we can easily add and subtract. But first of all, we need to multiply it first, we need to divide it first, and we need to do this mixture. So here's the key moment. Multiplication, division have the higher priority than addition and subtraction. So let me just erase all of this stuff. I really hope you understand it. But a few words about this 0, because a lot of students think that the 0 is a correct answer. And here's my basic answer to this explanation, because whenever you have a parenthesis right here, it will be correct answer will be 0, because then you have something like that. You have parentheses at first, so you have right here addition, so we have 8, and we have right here times 0, because as I told before, let's look closer right here. Parentheses has the highest priority. Yeah, we can easily see it right here. So with parentheses, this is a correct solution, because we need to add it first. We need to evaluate the expression inside parentheses at first. Okay, we can easily do this. And then we have 8 times 0, because multiplication, so we have right here our PEMDAS. Okay, PEMDAS. So from here we have parentheses. We can easily do this inside parentheses. Then we don't have exponents, we don't have division, we don't have addition, we don't have subtraction, so we have multiplication. Okay, so it means parentheses at first, because we are talking about higher priority, and the next step is multiplication. Okay, so with parentheses, correct answer is 0. But as I told before, we are talking about 6. Our correct answer to this question is 6. So with parentheses right here, correct answer is 0. Without parentheses, we don't have it. So without parentheses, correct answer is C. We have this 6, and you can be easily proud of yourself if you choose this option C, which is absolutely great. But a lot of students think that 0 is a correct answer. But if you solve this question and you say that correct answer is 0, well, you need to review your basic math, because correct answer to this question is option C. So I really hope you understand it. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, you can easily leave a like, you can easily write a comment. What do you think about it? What do you think about this question? So let's see how many answers will be correct, how many answers incorrect. It will be really interesting to read about it. So thank you for your time. Wish you all the best. You can also Look at my channel. I have a lot of videos on my YouTube channel, a lot of basic math content, like easy questions, but I try to explain you it step by step with PEMDAS explanation, with really interesting tricks, so I really hope you enjoy it. So thank you everyone for your time, wish you all the best in your life, see you in the next videos, and have a great day.